What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stat Street Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you a video on my Atlanta Falcons and a question for you guys. Should the Atlanta Falcons bench Marcus Mariota and go ahead and start Desmond Ridder? Let's talk about it. So, this question really came from my co Atlanta Falcons fans. We played yesterday. We beat the Browns. I was definitely surprised by that. But the Falcons are a very resilient, gritty bunch over the last couple of years. Since we lost that playoff, or since we lost the Super Bowl to the Patriots, we've had our down moments, but most games we've been in games we lose leads a whole lot. But we so far this season we've been in every game except one. I say that Rams game. Even though we came back and got close, they kind of took the foot off the gas, but they definitely turned up on us super early. So I don't really count that game as being that close. But every other game has been close, and we won 2 out of 4. So we're 2-2. So we've definitely had a scrappy, gritty season so far. But his question really arose from what happened yesterday's game. Marcus Mariota threw an interception, and on our next drive, Arthur Smith, our head coach, called 14 straight run plays that ended up resulting in a touchdown. A lot of my co-Falcons fans were very upset at Mariota. That just shows Smith's lack of trust and Mariota's lack of talent to run the offense. And I think that's true. Pitts, as we all know, has been a waste of a pick so far. By the way things are going, we're going to pay Pitts a max contract in a couple years just off his potential still. If we don't get another quarterback in there soon. But I'm not all for rushing Desmond Ridder. I used to do a podcast a couple years ago. I kind of stopped. I'm gonna bring it back. I have plans to bring it back, just doing the right time. But I used to be real heavy, almost every week or every other week, on giving young quarterbacks time. Every quarterback isn't built the same. Every quarterback should not start from day one or play their first season. I've been very big on that. So many quarterbacks and players in general have been lost in the sauce and lost their careers early based off of playing too early, not being ready yet, and they're being rushed. Prime example for me personally, even though I was younger, I was what, 21 maybe? But I was a big Josh Rosen guy. I didn't even have my channel yet, I don't believe. Nah, heck no, nah. I didn't have my channel yet. Hold on, how long has Rosen been in the league? Let me check real quick. Let me check. No, don't worry about checking. I don't think I had my channel yet because Rosen's been in the league for a little minute now, and Kyler been in the league about, yeah. I didn't have my channel yet, but I was a big Rosen guy, big Rosen guy coming out of UCLA, and I just think he wasn't ready. And that's not on him to me. That's on the organization. There's a bunch of other quarterbacks you can name from the start of time. You know what I'm saying, that weren't ready, that needed more time, that should have got more time. And I think Ritter's in that case. You don't have to rush him. And also Mariota as well. I hope the best for him. I wish the best for him, but his history so far in the NFL has shown, 9 times out of 10 this season, he will get injury prone. No, he will get banged up. He is injury prone. I hope he stays healthy the whole season, but history shows, when Mariota plays, he's gonna get banged up or injured at some point this season. And so we will see Ridder by what the numbers show and what history shows. So, at some point in time, for a drive, for a half, for a quarter, or something, or maybe for the rest of the season. As I wish the best for Mariota. I have to keep saying that. I'm not going to wood. I hope he stays healthy, but history shows we might see Ridder sometime soon. He might be forced to start if Mariota does get injured or get banged up a little bit. So we'll see him doing that point if that does happen. But I could definitely see a scenario where Ridder sits the entire season. Mariota stays healthy. Lord willing, stays healthy the full season. We're kind of in the wild card hunt, and Mariota, leads the team for the last couple of games during the season, and Ridder sits the full year. That's probably my best scenario. But I do want to see what Ridder has at some point in time as well. But as I said, if Mariota, if he can lead us to, or general manager, not general manager, but floor general us, basically using like the basketball point guard term, if he can game manage us to a solid record. Like I said, last couple of weeks of the season, fighting for a wild card spot. I'm cool with that. And we don't see it at all. I'm cool with that. I was definitely on the Bryce Young, CJ Stroud bandwagon. I'm still on it, but I wouldn't mind getting Will Anderson, someone like that, or Carter from Georgia, or the big man, the tackle from Clemson. We need some help on the defensive line. I'll prefer Will Anderson, but a quarterback would be nice as well. So, but we need we haven't had a good pass rusher, a dominant pass rusher in a long, long time in Atlanta, man. And Grady Jarrett needs some help, some premium help. He has the boys this season's been playing pretty well. I'm very surprised, very proud of them. The pass rush has been solid. They've been getting home more than I expected this season so far, with no real big names. But I think a real premium young guy is needed, and I wouldn't mind Will Anderson from the uh, from the Crimson Tide. So that'd be good for me, honestly. But the way the season's going, we might end up out of his range. He's definitely going top 5, and I don't know if he's gonna get to that point. I don't know if we'll get to that point. Our record might be pretty solid. We have a tough upcoming schedule. The Bucks, Chargers, Bengals. But as I said, we played teams close, and we're a gritty bunch. So we might squeeze out a couple of those games. The Chargers are banged up. The Bengals, they haven't been consistent so far this season through 4 weeks. So we might can come through with a couple wins in our little tough stretch of our schedule. But after that, it's not that bad. Saints one more time, Panthers twice. So see not Seahawks, we just played them. The Niners, Bears. So we can Commanders, Steelers. We can definitely come through with a pretty decent record towards the end of the season and have a fight for the playoffs, a fight for the wild card, which would be awesome. So as I said, hold on to Mariota. Push come to shove, injury happens, bring in Ridder, then he's forced to play, cool. But if not, let him sit and let him learn. The way the season's going so far, we might be out on a young quarterback. We already have Ridder anyway, so we might can't get Stroud or Young. We can't get those guys. Let's focus on team building, pass rush, better line, all that good stuff. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stat Street Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you a video on my Atlanta Falcons. And a question for you guys. Should the Atlanta Falcons bench Marcus Mariota and go ahead and start Desmond Ridder? Let's talk about it. So this question really came from my co-Atlanta Falcons fans. We play